So when I was a kid, my cousin Chris had the 3 3/4 inch action figure version of this, and I've always wanted it, and I never got it. And now I don't even see them on eBay. I don't know where they ended up at. My best guess is they're either broken or too expensive for me to even look at. But this one right here is normally $22.97 for the micro fleet. That seems a bit exorbitant in my opinion for something so tiny. But I paid $7 on clearance. Yes, $7. So I've been watching it, hoping it would go down to $5. It was $10 last week. Now the backdrop right here, the backdrop makes a good little scene that you might want to use if you display this. Now I don't know if I want to display this. It's something that I've always wanted, but it's not a very pretty thing. It's not like my favorite spaceships, of course. Oh, what is the name of my favorite one? It's the TIE Fighter, but it's the TIE Interceptor. That's my favorite bad guy ship. And the Jedi Interceptor, which is honestly, I don't know why, it's not because it's Interceptor I like them. It's just, que será, it is what it is. Now, coming out of the package, now there's a guy on YouTube, I've been watching his videos, and I'm like, oh man, that's what I probably should do, because I really like the vehicles, but there's no room in my house for all these vehicles. I've always wanted that huge Millennium Falcon. There's no way I'm going to get it now. Not because of the price, it's just I ain't got any place to put it. Now, this house is teeny tiny house. I need to measure it so people will stop saying, oh, you have a teeny tiny house. Is it one of those tiny houses like made out of a cardboard box? It's not that tiny. It's not one of those official tiny houses. So anyway, so on the top we have the opening so you can see where you put the stormtroopers. On the side, now this is what I think is weird. Why has this one got like a door going through it? Now the original, it just had places to put your stormtroopers. This one has, for some reason, goes all the way through. I'm not sure why. So it makes me want to go and look at the information and see like what's the point of that. It's the Imperial Troop Transport. It shows you have guns on the front that go 360 degrees. Like, this ship's ugly, this ship's okay, this one's okay, that one's cool. So again, I don't know. It doesn't seem to show any reason why. Oh, it opens up and there's actually a room inside for troopers too. That was not on the original, I can tell you that. Let me get down to where you can see it again. So on the original one that my cousin had, it definitely did not open on the top. Oh man, how do I open this thing now? Okay, I'm trying to, oh, there we go. All right, that's nothing like the original. I think the original was actually electronic and it did something like that. Like you, not like that. It had, all this was electronic, so it had to tell it, go forward, go backwards. It's got clear wheels because when you have clear wheels, it shows that you're actually floating on air and it's not really wheels. So it's got little places to put troopers sitting inside. I feel like the back should be a door opens up, but let me see. 90 degrees. It doesn't show anything about a door on the back, but this should be a door so you can disperse the troop that way. So I guess that's why this is a door, so the troopers can come out, the ones that are inside. See, when I was a kid, it was just you put your troopers in the side. It's kind of like a carrying case almost for your little tiny, or not your tiny ones, but your regular 3 3/4 inch figures. All right, let's take a look at these little troopers. Other than the fact that he looks like he's wearing some sunglasses, it's not bad. Let's see, he's got articulation in his arms. Oh, it's okay, so it's like Imaginex's legs. It's like they're connected. Are the legs connected? Weird. The legs aren't connected. On Imaginex, the legs are connected, so if you move one leg, both of them move. Although they do seem to have some, like, okay, they are somewhat connected, though. Huh. I don't know. I can't explain that one. All right, so again, like when I was a kid, my cousin had the one where you stick the stormtroopers down on the side. They didn't go that far in. I remember they were like halfway in. All right, whatever. So this must be more like the real thing, I guess. I don't remember the real thing on the movie, but then again, we didn't have the VHS tape of the movie until like, gosh, I can't even tell you, like the 90s or something. Like it wasn't something we did every day. All right, this stormtrooper has got a gun. The other one did not have a gun. So let's see. In the front, boy, getting these things to sit down in here is not going to be easy for my fat fingers to do, that's for sure. All right. Kind of lucky draw there. All right, so the guns, it says 360 degrees. I guarantee you this is not technically 360 degrees. It rotates around in a circle given. This technically is 360 degrees, but it's not pointing to that on here. On here, it's talking about those guns they're not. Technically, it's not 360. This turret turns around 360 and the guns go 180 this way. I don't think there is an official top. They look the same both ways. It's got a very weathered look on it, so it looks like it's been through some battles. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So it's like, this is the size I want to collect for ships, because I still like the ships, but I don't have room for all the ships. Man, I got rid of a lot of really cool ships, including all the TIE interceptors I had. I had all the TIE interceptors. I love those things, including the one with Darth Vader's, which was black, or I guess Anakin. That thing was cool. I think it was Darth Vader. Like he took it with him. I don't know. I never saw movie 3, which is odd. I saw movies 1 and 2, and I never saw 3 from the prequels. I was just like, I'm done. I don't want to watch any more of these. That Jar Jar Misa things drove me insane. This looks like it's like a package for little action figures itself. That's kind of cool. So, dude on the YouTube that got me interested in these, shame on you. Now I'm going to be like stuck wanting to get these as well. And another cool thing is, if I want to store it to where I won't worry about losing this little figure, I'm going to have to put him in here. There's a lot of space in the back. So in the real thing, was this actually in the movie? Because I swear it was one of those things created for the toy line. It really didn't exist in the movie. But then again, it may have showed up for like a blip of a second in the movie. I kind of vaguely remember that when they were trying to get them from wherever they were to their ships, this may have been the thing that transported them, but it may have got cut out and put later in. I don't remember. I just remember thinking this was the coolest thing that my cousin had. Well, not the coolest. He had ROM. He had a lot of things. But I just remember this being really cool. And I never could get one. Now I got one. It's not the same one, but I think this is honestly better for me. Now I'm going to be tempted to go buy more of these things. Hey, but for $7, would you leave this on the shelf? Comment below.